clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run the band, I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Test the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was...
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Joe Mixon, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And Burrow going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the quarterback, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the 1st round. But when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Number 13. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
from the 39. Wentz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now Wentz on third down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With no score.
We're scoreless after one. Second down and goal. Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a first and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Bobby Okereke. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 31.
There's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the
Burrow will throw. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. A gain there of 21 yards. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins.
Burrow.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a
Now it's Burrow.
At the 17-yard line.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
On second down, Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On play action, it's Wentz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
By Reuben Foster.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Taylor's going to keep it himself, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. DeAndre Carter. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
On the return is Hines. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
a final shot before half for Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone, and no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
Wentz's pass incomplete on the throwaway.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw it. Wentz toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
For the Colts field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over first and
on first down. It's Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Taylor. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw here to Hilton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis.
13.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Jim. Hey, empty.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. They'll let Taylor try and run. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Higgins.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys, sir, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Hines able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
An option run here for Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and find another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Play action. Now Wentz looking for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Colts 41. Bengals.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Colts, it'll be a much happier locker room here.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed.